comes to Eskom, if I can just make 2 points. It's all very well telling me, well, there's 23 billion, and my God, what are they going to do? I believe that that 23 billion has to be coupled with a strategy dealing with the breaking up of Eskom into 3 separate units. Because if you can get efficient units, you can then get the private sector borrowing in regard to that. And therefore you can essentially, this money is just to buy time for the reconstruction. But that brings me back, if I may, to my fundamental point in which we have to evaluate everything. And I had the privilege of talking to the president the other day when I had to attend the ceremony for the signing of the Competition Amendment Bill, that one of the things that we were talking about was the poverty of economic discourse. You see, what I'm angling about is that I think that our economic discourse tends to sort of work on the basis of, well, you know, just let the market do everything, and that's fine. Or on the other hand, the state must do everything. So if you wish, sort of mad kind of neoliberal fundamentalists on the one hand and Stalinists on the other. And actually that's hopeless. I very rarely read or understand or sort of get any sense of how you would actually develop an economic policy which is congruent with our constitutional values of equality, dignity, and freedom for all. I just don't. And I think we're going to have to start talking about that. How do we actually reconstruct a proper, sensible discourse? I can't help, just take Eskom. On the one hand, people who say, you know, the IPPs are kind of running dogs of capitalism. And where do they, what are they smoking? And it's obvious that you've got to move to other alternative forms of energy. The slide that Adrian put up is devastating. There we are on what's someone coal. It's madness. Clearly, the idea that you can't, in fact, reconfigure Eskom because for some reason jobs are going to be lost when evidence suggests that if you have IPPs, it's far better. That is absolutely seems to me to be the kind of economic discourse which is really troubling in the extreme. But on the other hand, the fact of the matter is that we've got to start thinking about what is it that the state can do, which has a significant role, to capacitate those areas of economic activity which give rise to economic growth. And the tax policy has to fit in with that, into capacitation. So the tax policy has to essentially marry legitimacy and efficiency. And I don't think, quite honestly, that we're having a sufficiently decent debate about that either.